Okay, Strange Happenings. This might be the new background. I'm not sure for Strange Happenings because my other one was in the other room, but my father-in-law has moved in with us, and that's the room he's staying in now. Um, so I've moved into here. This is kind of a side room where I could listen to him. Futon I slipped on while listening to him. I put that in a different video, a general video. But for Strange Happenings, um, this is Sunday. This is Sunday right now. So tonight, I've got my normal mentorship with Phil. Before that, he is doing a second part to a Portal to Ascension um, speech or presentation he gave. Uh, Earlier this week, he gave a presentation to Portal to Ascension, and it talked about what he's been going over with me, so in the history and the background, the races, the different types of races, things like that. And some of it really clicked. This Emerald Order and Guardian, then that one word that I never said on this video that he said out loud, and that's when it really linked to me. And the more he talks about it, the more it solidifies with me. Is somehow I'm connected to that. I don't know how or why, but that one main name of the Emerald Order, and then the songs on the radio with the Guardian themes coming in, and me realizing my mission is protect and all that. It is going straight along with what he's been saying, and so real. So it's still blowing my mind just a little bit. That it's just blowing my mind a little bit. And he actually had another presentation with the Toronto's Experiencers Group. Now, I haven't been on that in a while because every time I try to log in, I get a message that host has done another meeting or an error message, and I can't get into it. I don't know why. I've tried months and months to get into it. So I've just given up at this point to get in that Wednesday night meeting with Hildegard and her Toronto's Experiences Group. So I've just given up on it because I don't know if I'm not being allowed or if I'm just not tech savvy enough to get into it or something, but I can't get into it for some reason or another every time something happens. So I've just given up on that. But Phil had a meeting there this past Wednesday. It lasts for 3 hours, and the wonderful thing is he recorded it, and I guess because I'm a student of his with the mentorship program, he sent me a copy of it, and he has already gone over this with me before. What I did different this time, listening to it this morning, I started last night. I listened to it all yesterday and sent Phil a little WhatsApp message saying, "Thank you, Phil, your gift. Thank you for helping me find my way." So I sent him a little message along those lines. This morning, I decided to get up, open an Excel spreadsheet, and start putting some of these races down so I could get a better image in my mind of how it all flows and lays out. And I'm doing this, and it's like, okay. And then it hit one part, just one part of it. And when it hit that one part, all this started coming into my head. It's just expanding and growing, and I've got a headache now because of it, I think. And I've taken 3 migraine Excedrins so far, and it's just Sunday morning. So I've got all day to deal with this. But anyway, that part was about the gift of the Emerald Order. It's a library of information, a big library of information, and part of that library was stolen. These people infiltrated the group, stole this gift, or part of this gift, a small part of this gift, and stole it and used it for nefarious type purposes, kind of thing. But broke in, stole it, and if I'm recalling right, I don't know that I wrote this down. I'm looking at my thing, but if I'm remembering what Phil said correctly, that there was a discussion on what to do, whether they should destroy these adversarial groups completely that stole this gift, this small gift, if they should destroy that whole side of things completely. And what they decided to do instead was quarantine the planet, kind of quarantine the planet, so nothing negative would spread out of it, kind of thing, because of this. When I was typing this up in the Excel spreadsheet, Strange Happening number 114 came to mind. I believe that's the right one. Strange Happening 114. It's one I mean, I call it story time because it was a dream I had. So I just called it story time. Um, what I forget, story time, annihilation avoided, strange happening 114. And it was a dream that wasn't a dream. It felt very, very real. And the odd thing was, it went right along with what Phil was telling me about this small gift that was given. It was stolen. Part of it was stolen by these adversarial groups, which, you know, people didn't realize they infiltrated the organization, infiltrated, and then sneakily stole this kind of thing. And then there was a discussion on these other beings, larger beings, about whether they should destroy them or not. And eventually they decided not to and just quarantine the planet. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That was my strange happening 114. That dream that wasn't a dream, that was it. And it linked to me, and it's like, what? I don't even know when that was. Shoot, just a sec. Let me find out when that was. Okay, I just looked it up. Strange happening 114. Story time, annihilation avoided. Was it just a dream? This was April 4th, 2021. I believe I started my mentorship with Phil in May or June. So a month later, or so, a month or two later, I started my mentorship with Phil. This is before I knew anything about all these different races, any history or anything that Phil's going to go over with me. And I had this dream that wasn't a dream. And it was this. This is what I call this backward learning, is these things are happening to me and then I'm getting confirmation later. And here's just another one that just clicked this morning. It's just like, that was what Phil was describing. So things are solidifying a little bit with me in consciousness, and other things are coming in my head now related to this. And I don't want to be arrogant about it, but this is some big stuff, really big stuff. And I'm just me, you know. I don't know. Anyway, I've got the mentorship with Phil tonight, and before the mentorship, he's going to go over from what he did to Portal to Ascension. He's got a second piece to that for those attendees, and he's going to go over more detailed part of the history and backgrounds and stuff for those attendees tonight before my mentorship. So I don't know if my mentorship get pushed back. Maybe this will be part of it. Phil can make it part of it, and I'm perfectly happy with whatever Phil wants to do. I've learned so much already. I really appreciate that. So that anything that happens going forward is just gravy to me, because he's helped me find my way, and it's amazing. It's all real, and I don't understand it fully yet, and some of it is it's real. Well, some of it's kind of wild. I mean, it's really out there, right? It's really out there. But for me, it's real because this has been my life. This stuff happens to me. This information coming in on the radio and things like that. This isn't me making it up. I've taken pictures of that one song on the radio, Protectors of Truth, coming in at 11:11, and all this links together. And then talking about this strange happening 114, annihilation avoided, and there's this whole story of the disc being stolen information, this gift being stolen. All this whole scenario came out in my head in this dream that wasn't a dream. This is before I knew anything about it. And there it is. And then the very next strange happening video, strange happening 115, is songs on the radio. It happened again. Songs on the radio, actually coming on the radio. And it's like, there's something so much bigger going on, and it's not just me getting mental downloads. Most people on these Zoom meetings and stuff get mental downloads, images, thoughts, concepts, all this personal to them. What's happening with me, it's not just these mental concepts and downloads and information. It's happening in the physical world. These songs coming on the radio. I've taken videos showing the songs on the radio, proving it. This is happening. That this is actually happening. that in this electronic media world, stuff is coming in physically, and it's not just in my brain. It's not me making it up. It is physically happening in the world around me, saying this stuff, giving me this information. So the songs on the radio, the four that came on right then was the Protector Preparers, Protectors of Truth, Protectors of the Earth, then Guardians of the Gate. And that was the whole thing about the Emerald Order was humans were supposed to be guardians of the interplanetary Templar Stargates kind of thing here on Earth. And that's what the humans really were supposed to be designed for, from some of the information I'm learning. And it's like, and all that is coming at me like this before I hear about it. And I've got it documented here in video form. So that's what's blowing my mind, is I've got it documented, and then here it is. And that last song, Guardians of the Gate, and that was what this Emerald Order was all about. And it's just like, and there it is, physically. So, take another step, keep moving forward. Just take another step and keep moving forward.